Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a replay in the Leopard prototype and just show the importance of double bushing and map awareness. We're on the map Studzianki, and the good thing about this map is that it has a lot of bushes and just like right along here and here and a lot of open fields that you can just farm people that are pushing or running away. So right now I'm just kind of looking around, seeing like where my team is going, and I noticed that I only have a 705 and a M46 Patton that are coming with me to this flank. So that basically means that I can't play too aggressively because if their mediums, want to push us and their 50Bs I feel like are more than likely to be over here, then we're just gonna end up losing and just going back to the garage. So I kind of go forwards and see if I can see anything, and then I realize that even the Patton sees that there's no one with us, so I just decide to turn around and just kind of knock these trees down and just turn them into bushes essentially, and just kind of sit in them and wait for the enemy team to do the inevitable push. And I'm just pre-aiming where I think that they'll most likely pop out from at first. So I see the Leopard prototype and I just back up behind the bushes and fire so I don't get spotted when I do shoot. And I was about to run away, but then I noticed that my sixth sense didn't go off, so I knew that these trees do actually work as bushes, and you can fire behind them without getting spotted. Wargaming has a habit of not always making sure that mechanic works with all the bushes in the game. So I'm just sort of waiting to see who else is behind him, like if there's anyone else gonna push up. I don't know if the Conway is there or the Tortoise or anything else like that. Uh, and then I spot the T10. I shoot him in the tracks. I was just doing a snapshot because I didn't know if he was gonna spot me either. But I noticed that my sixth sense didn't go off again, so I just pull back up and shoot him again. And now I notice that it's T10. Most likely both the 50Bs are here since they're in a platoon, and the Leopard prototype. So I just kind of want to run away, get some distance, and like I said, use the bushes right along this line here and sort of farm them as they're pushing into us through this open field. And I sort of slow down here because the 705's pushing out and spots the T10 for me, and I put a shot into him, and right there my sixth sense does go off, so now I have been spotted. But no one's in a good position to shoot at me, so from this point I just want to sort of support this 705. Like he's going to be playing as the bait. All they know, like all the information the enemy team has is that it's just 705 and a Leopard over here. So, and again, backing up behind the bushes before I shoot so I don't get spotted. Right there, I just blow his tracks off without doing any damage, so we're just gonna go ahead and do a couple blind shots, maybe get a shot into him, and one of these blind shots actually hit him, so it's always good to do blind shots. And then this next blind shot, I actually accidentally hit a crossing Centurion, so. And of course, because I was behind the bushes, he didn't see me. And the Centurion just kind of realized that he fucked up, so he's just gonna be hiding behind that building. And next, I want to focus on the 430 because it's tier 10 tank, obviously, and it's Russian, so it's broken as all hell. And I know that the Centurion's a one shot to my right, but I know I don't have a shot on him, and he's on the other side of the building. So I'm just looking for a shot on the 430U. And take the shot at the lower plate, but I completely miss. I don't know where that shell went, probably into the building or straight into the dirt. But thankfully he's going to give me another chance. And he goes to back up here in a second, but gets tracked thankfully, and I'm able to finish him off. Then now I'm just looking for a shot on the Centurion, hopefully finishing him off too. But he's just hiding behind that building, and I only can see his tracks right there, but just trying to hopefully spot him or the Udez or T10 pushing up. Yeah, and the Patton thankfully gets the blind shot in on him. And I noticed right here that we killed 3 of their tanks and he only took like minor damage. Like he's still basically full HP. This Patton and I, we're double bushing, so we're not getting spotted when we shoot, so we're full HP. And yet on the other side of the map, we lost 5 tanks already, and they only managed to kill 1 STI. So it's not looking very good over there. But right now, you know, there's still most likely 250Bs. Like there's the other one right now. Just looking for a shot in on him. And a T10 and Udez. And I don't know what else is over here. So I'm just still kind of playing passively over here because there might be a random, you know, Tortoise or Conway or something over here. And right now I'm kind of thinking about heading north and just kind of supporting the Jagdpanzer and Type 5 and everything, just because I haven't seen them move around here too much besides the 50Bs, and they're just staying on this line. So I'm not really worried about the T10 or Udez. And as you can see right here, the Udez pops up and he's in the middle. And so right now I'm just assuming that they're not going to push anymore over here. They finally learned their lesson that, hey, you know, 705's got support. But I'm just sort of patiently waiting, seeing if the 50Bs will push. And here in a second, I'm actually going to go ahead and move up north to try and kill the T-54E1. Yeah. I have my gun pointed over there just in case like the T-10 or one of the 50Bs gets spotted pushing. And then I noticed the 50 TP is pushing up, so I'm just looking for a shot in on him. And looking over at my IS-7 and Type 5, they're one shots, and my Jagdpanzer is only at half HP. It's not looking very good on this flank, so I'm assuming that we're gonna lose this flank, so that's why I'm all the way back here, just sort of supporting them. And that's kind of what you have to do in the Leopard. Like, you'll find out very quickly if you try and play aggressively with this tank or the tier 10 tank, you're gonna get ammo racked. Like every time you take damage, you're gonna lose your ammo rack. So I get a side shot in on the 50 TP because he wasn't expecting me, and he's trying to back off and get away from me. But I'm just trying to stay out of the view range of the 50 TP, and hopefully I can get on this rail and get a shot in on him. But looks like he's kind of got smart and trying to go around. And right here, I'm just trying to spot the T-54A1, and I see some bushes that I can use to double bush and spot him, because more than likely he doesn't know that I'm here, because I was last seen over here. So what I'm expecting is I'm expecting him to pop up right here or over here, and try and finish off our Type 5 and IS-7. So, and I finally see him, and I just go ahead and back up behind the bushes because I'm well within view range, and thankfully I get the tracking shot that I was aiming at. And right here I'm trying to decide between shooting the Tortoise or the T-54, but the T-54 is really out of position and he's an autoloader, so I kind of feel like I should just finish him off, and thankfully I do get a high roll right there. And then now I'm just gonna have side shots into the Tortoise and just farm him for a little bit. And I don't really have to double bush right here, just because of how far the Tortoise is away from me. Again, as you can see on the mini map. So I'm just going back to the rails and hopefully get another shot into him. I have loaded heat right here because I just don't want to risk missing the cupola 20 times, and we are losing this and they're pushing the other side of the map, so I just kind of want to kill this Tortoise and then go back and help the Patton with the 50Bs and the Conway that showed up. So just take a blind shot and end up killing the Tortoise, and then I think about moving up to kill the 50 TP, but Then this T10 is yellowing down the field, and thankfully our Type 5 kills him. So now I just want to go back to my original spot, probably around here, and just again double bush and farm the 50 Bs as they're pushing up through the open field. And I noticed I don't have a shot on the 50B through the minimap, and this is kind of a lucky shot on the Conway. I wasn't expecting him to move forwards, but I just nicked the back of his tank, and I probably should have taken a blind shot right here at him, because I didn't realize he was not in cover already. And I'm moving up because I noticed 50B was backing up and the Conway was backing up, so. Now, what I probably could have done better right here was go and just kill the 50 TP, because I knew he was a one-shot, but I just kind of assumed that Artie was going to be able to finish him off really quick, and then my plan after that was, after the 50 TP died by Artie, is to just go up north and hopefully spot and kill the Jaeger. Um, but I don't know if these 50Bs are pushing or not. I keep worrying that they do, so that's why I stay back here and just sort of wait it out. And yeah, this is pretty boring chai sniping gameplay, I know, but yeah, it does actually win us the game though. If I had been aggressive and like stayed there in the beginning, I would have died within the first minute of the game. So right here, I see the Jagdpanzer and I immediately load heat because he's very far away and I don't have a shot on his lower plate. So I go right through the superstructure of him with heat. I don't carry too many heat shells because the pen on this gun is actually really good. And right here he makes a big mistake. Um, he pokes out to try and kill the IS-7, and then he continues to drive forwards even though he knows he's in a crossfire. So thankfully he loses all of his HP within like 30 seconds. And now the score is actually in our favor again. And what I want to do now is I want to try and go kill their Artie. Because I last thought that the 50Bs were down here, but now that this one's right here, I'm assuming that the other one is right behind him, like maybe on this hill. So I'm kind of getting distance, and the Jagdpanzer thankfully kills him. And I see that the other 50B killed the Jagdpanzer and the Type 5. So after I saw that, I really thought that he was on that hill right up there. And so I'm just driving away from him, and I'm assuming that the Conway is alone at this point. So I want to go with this Patton. I wish he had waited until I had gotten a bit closer to him, so we could go in together. And I'm obviously still full HP, so would have been great if I could tank these hits from the 50B that are coming up on him. But 50B kills him, and there's 2 minutes left. He's a one shot, and then there's just Artie left, so I'm just yellowing in. Get a quick shot in on his side. I don't really have to aim too much because it was his side. And then I'm loading high explosive because the two Arties, I can't kill them with one shot. And yep, straight into him. And thankfully, like they're both right here. I didn't have to run around the map, but and then just right into the side of the tank. All right. So, post-battle results screen. I was an ace tanker, top gun, high caliber, obviously chai sniping medal, Confederate. It was a really good game. I got a bunch of line shots, 8.1k damage. Uh, in the replay, it only showed 6.6, but I got a blind shot on the Centurion, the Udas, the T10, and I believe, yeah, I blind killed the Tortoise. So and as you can see, there was a lot of people on our team that didn't really do anything, didn't do too much. So thankfully, this Jagdpanzer and I, between us both, we did about 15,000 damage. And like shout out to him, and we carried the game. So yeah, so I just wanted to show this replay just emphasizing the use of bush mechanics and noticing that when your team is outnumbered on a flank to just run away and do your best to kind of farm them as they're coming to you. And um, yeah, so I hope you guys got some information from this and have a good day.